I'm not sure I could have ever predicted whatever I decided to title this video, but it's odd. It's very suspicious, and it's Monday. So why don't we just have a little fun? By the way, if you aren't currently subscribed to this channel, please do. There's a button down below to subscribe and leave a like on it. I ask because I hope I earn it, but also it's hard out there to find new viewers on YouTube, and then it's hard to find viewers in general on search algorithms. So I could really appreciate that, or I would really appreciate that. Emotional support OF model claims that that somebody requested she smuggle some things. I also have some other hilarious instant regrets. You see, fired, she failed, her family reveals her, quote, true earnings. All sorts of just, interesting, fun types of OnlyFans sadness. By the way, before I get into it, I admit it. Hey, I don't make the best food choices out there. The CDC says that I should eat 6 cups of fruits and veggie a day. There's zero chance I'm doing that. But I should eat healthier, and I don't. According to a new study with the CDC, people who eat healthier, of course, live longer and have less heart disease and diabetes and less cancer. That's why I'm looking into Field of Greens. And I'll tell you why. Unlike other fruit and vegetable supplements, each specific fruit and vegetable in Field of Greens was medically selected to support specific functions like heart health, liver health, kidney health, immune system, and metabolism. Field of Greens helps you stay healthy, and it works fast. And you'll feel healthier and have more energy. Your skin and hair might even look better, and it can help you lose weight. The biggest benefit of it all is their better health promise. Take Field of Greens, and at your next doctor visit, if the doctor doesn't say something like, whatever you're doing, keep it up, return it for a full refund. And I'll help you get started. I've got 15% off on your first order, plus get another 10% off when you subscribe for reoccurring orders. Visit fieldofgreens.com and use promo code TheQuartering. That's fieldofgreens.com promo code TheQuartering to save. I say give it a try. If you're not, see how you start feeling. It's a good way. As I get older and I'm more busy, I like to just get my vegetables and fruits done and out of the way so I can get on with my day. And it's a great way to do it. So let's talk about emotional support OnlyFans model claims Ukraine had to requested she smuggle weapons. Fanpei Kwong, 33, launched her OF in July after growing her Instagram account to 53,000, where she models spicy clothing as a free agent. She first launched her OF page to raise money for humanitarian work in Ukraine, but is also providing more than just monetary services. She has recently promoted herself as an emotional support stripper for soldiers. I need some emotional support. Though she's built her platform to essentially become a self-proclaimed escort, she also has strong ties to Ukraine, saying that she would die for the country. And she's been at war with Russia for over a year, despite them asking her allegedly to smuggle weapons for them. Russia invaded Ukraine, blah, 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 blah. Though the war was initiated over a year ago, the model launched her OF page in July to raise money for Ukraine, where she offers free content exclusive to Ukrainian soldiers and volunteers. This is just gross. This is, standing on the bodies of fallen soldiers to sell pictures of your beehole. It's despicable. It's sad that this individual has twisted it into thinking she probably believes that she's actually doing something good, that she's actually, helping soldiers or whatever. She's not. However, in her most recent endeavors, she's now claimed that the mafia asked her to smuggle arms across the border, saying, they asked me to smuggle arms for them. I asked how much. Of course, because you weren't going to not smuggle them. You asked how much money. The Ukrainian psych doctor stood over me with his team and made me handwrite a letter swearing that I will never say anything bad that ever happened. Well, she's very mid. She explained that the control of it all reminded of her own family, saying, just like my mom used to, Ukrainians are bullying me into silence. She posted on Instagram asking her followers, why did I hook up so much in Ukraine? To which she answered herself by saying, when people are hurting, some volunteers think they need help. They need stuff. Well, I think that person needs love and needs to get laid. What? She's just a whore. I mean, what is happening? It's unknown how many soldiers she's offered her, quote, emotional support to. However, she continues to promote her services online. Well, the question is, did she actually take it? Did she smuggle the weapons? I'm guessing that she probably did. Awesome. Oh, there's just no end to what people will do for money. Fired OnlyFans teacher says, quote, she failed her family and reveals her true earnings. Yeah, right. Back in June of 2022, the 41-year-old school teacher Sarah Jury was fired after her boss, who she says convinced her to join the site, found out about her account. It's been all downhill since then. Jury famously raised $0 to fight what she called unfair firing after being fired over a leaked photo, trying to break out of the poverty cycle. However, while most of her story of being fired helped at first, since she struggled to earn money on the platform and warns that others should. Amazon warehouse where I live is paying like $25 plus per hour. And you don't even have to do any heavy lifting anymore these days. It's all done by machines. So don't tell me that you can't get a decent job. In an interview with Yahoo, Jury explained that her life is taking an unfortunate turn and feels that thanks to OF, she has failed those close to her. Men created the entire market. No, they didn't. They subscribe, they send you pictures and messages, but it's only women who are shamed and lose their jobs, she said. Like Jury, many other teachers have been fired due to their content. Well, either send pictures, sell pictures of beehole, or don't. You don't get to be a school teacher too then, apparently. It's pretty fine. I'm pretty okay with that. I got just enough media attention to ruin my life, but not enough to help me actually benefit from the situation. So she's whining that she's not getting more free coverage. Is that what it is? You read all these stories of women making fortunes, but they're already famous or have large followings on social media. I think being a single mom, it ruined my life. If I couldn't support my family with a college degree, then I failed my family. I wanted OF to be my savior, but it didn't pan out like that. It's been hard on my mental health. You could just, oh my goodness. She further noted that the average model on OnlyFans only makes $150 a month, hardly enough to remotely get with her income being particularly up and down. The former teacher recommends anyone looking of getting into it to stay in your power and be careful, just because the risk could be a lot bigger than the reward. Uh-oh, Piscadios. $150 a month. And those pictures, by the way, will be online forever. Forever. And that's just, the reality of it all. I mean, that's the sad reality of it, is that, by the way, fellas who are buying it, come on, I think, I had just interviewed, if you missed it, I interviewed one of the most famous OnlyFans models in Amaranth on Friday. And if you go under the live tab, you'll see the whole interview. And it's one of the things I talked to her about. And I think she actually had a very reasonable take on it, saying that, it's just don't buy it then, or don't get too over invested in it. And, just like anything, you have this situation where too much of anything is usually bad. I mean, you see all these people who try to get their, send off their career. But the reality of it is that usually it ruins your life, and the payoff is pathetically low. Like, you see OnlyFans footballer Madeline Wright, who was fired from Charlton finds a new club despite raking in $500,000 for spicy content. I mean, she's very, again, not like, she's very mid too. Guys, come on. If you're going to pay for this stuff, like, dude, spend the money on yourself. You know, spend something that on something that makes you actually feel good about yourself, because, you know, these parasocial relationships, even like I said in the interview, the model herself said that the parasocial part of it is gross. Like, she doesn't want people like that, and they don't want that. They just want to sell you pictures and move on. It's transactional. But you know, here you have it from the model's mouth. The embarrassingly low pay. The fact is, they promote. It's like being a YouTuber or a streamer. You have to get extremely lucky. Most of the people that make the big money were already famous, and that's true. Because, I mean, a beehole is a beehole. They're everywhere on the internet. I don't know why you would pay for any of these weirdos. I just don't think it's good, and I always enjoy when it backfires, because, you know, maybe work hard. Life isn't just about, you know, selling a few pictures. It's not easy like that. And there should be consequences for that type of thing, I think, socially. And there are. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Make sure you remember promo code TheQuartering over on fieldofgreens.com. We'll talk to you again real soon.